Hi guys, SwifTs here, and today I'm bringing you episode number 7 of my FIFA 17 Millwall career mode. And by the title you can see it does say, can we score? And if you haven't been keeping up to date on the series, basically, before I do say anything, if you haven't kept up to date and you do want to watch all of them, be sure to go onto my channel. They'll all be there. It's pretty much the only thing I'm uploading. Well, it is the only thing I'm uploading currently, so can't really miss them. But yeah, basically, if you have seen it and you are up to date, or you just really don't care and you just fancy watching this video for just a taster of the channel, really. We haven't been scoring many goals. We scored barely any in the last 3-4 episodes. So yeah, that wasn't fun at all. Pre-season we scored quite a few. And then as soon as the season started, we scored fuck all. We just lost the ability to score. But anyway, into the episode now. The league standings before the episode. So before we even played this first fixture, which is against Southend United, by the way, which I'll mention a little bit before we do get into the table. Basically, every single FIFA I normally end up doing a Southend career mode. This year I haven't. I decided to go with Millwall. Don't have a clue why. Well, I do. I mentioned it was just because of a bit of Zerka. Probably my favourite YouTuber, plus I'm just scrolling through the teams. I was like, do you know what, fuck it, let's just do Millwall. But anyway, league standings in first. So yeah, before this game was played, Bradford was sitting up the top of the table with 10 points and 4 goal difference. And it was Charlton with 9 points and 2 goal difference. Then it was Southend, so our current opponents, who are at home, with 8 points and 2 goal difference. Yeah, I know it's at the start of the season, so it's going to be a bit wavy up the top. In fourth we do have MK Dons with 7 points and 2 goal difference. And we were sitting in 13th place with 5 points and 0 goal difference. Basically at that point, so before this game, we scored 1 goal and conceded 1 goal. We had 1 win, 1 loss and 2 draws. The 2 draws were 0-0 and the win and the loss was 1-0. It was literally dead. 2 goals, 1 against and 1 for in the whole of the first 4 games. This is obviously the 5th game. Team news, I should start getting into since they were almost at half time. We had new signing Sam Baldock up top on his own. We are playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, which is a new try for me because I have played the 4-4-2 with Millwall because that's just what they usually play. So I just thought I'd go with it, and then changed it up to try and find to see if 4-2-1-2, 4-1-2, 4-2-1. I can't English. 4-1-2-1-2. There we go. For some reason it wasn't sounding right when I said it like that. Yeah, we tried that. That didn't work either. So we're switching it up again for a 4-2-3-1. Up top we did have Sam Baldock. From left to right in the forward midfields, we had Wild and Worrell in the wings and Handyman in centre attacking mid. In the 2 central defensive mids we had Abdu and Butcher. From left to right on the defence line we had Martin, Webster, Craig and Cummings. And in between the sticks we had Gianluigi Donnarumma. He's obviously a loan signing for 2 years if we make it that far. I'll mention the half-time subs in a minute, but before we do get into that, before the game started we had a profit of, or actually no we didn't, we had a loss of £167,000, so that wasn't good. That was basically because though of the signing of Sam Baldock, which cost me 900,000. The manager rating was very, very low at 58 because we just couldn't score, couldn't get wins, just couldn't do anything. Like I've already mentioned, it's Sam Baldock's debut in this game. So yeah, and if you did see the last video, you would know, or you might remember that I'd mentioned the top 3 deals basically of the deadline day. The biggest deal was Harry Kane going to Manchester United for £46 million. Second was Varane, can be said 3 ways. Don't actually know what way is correct. He went to Chelsea for 40 million, and the last one was Laporte for 35.5 million to Arsenal. Total spent now on deadline day was 177,245,000. Yeah, that was just mental. But anyway, the half-time substitutions when the ball goes first out of play, I think it's already done it. might be wrong, but Gregory did come on in place of Handyman, and Onyedinma came on in place of David Worrell. So what's going on now? If you wonder why I'm talking a bit quiet, not quieter, a bit slower, it's because when I speak fast, you probably won't understand me 90% of the time. Plus, it gives me what I'm saying longer commentary in the videos. If I need to get through a lot of information in short time, then I will probably speed up. But if I do speed up accidentally, it is accidentally. I'm trying to speak slower, but I'm not really used to it. I've always spoke fast. I will quickly mention why we're in the first game and the second game in this video. I just got very pissed off with the game. Expect some dirty tackles and a bit of luck, I suppose. We did get a yellow card there, though, for Sean Cummings, so well done to him. Sean Williams, though, however, his suspension is over. And after this, so between this game and the second game, the profit/loss was at minus 275,000, so we have a loss of mental amounts, even more than at the start of the episode. And our manager rating, actually I won't say our manager rating just yet because of this game, because you never know. I'm gonna get rid of a stupid notification from Twitter because it's annoying me. Turned them off on my other phone and I keep forgetting to turn them off on my new phone, so that's silly really. If we do get sacked in this series, I will probably start a new one, let me just say that now. I don't know what team it would be though. It wouldn't be Millwall again, because if I struggle with them now, it's not going to change, or I'd hope it would, but I doubt it. But basically, I hope we don't get sacked, because it's not really a bad career mode, it's just I'm bad at the game. You can be good at any career mode as long as you're good at the game, it doesn't matter. But as long as you're bad at the game, you're fucking shit with whatever team you play with, to be honest. There is some teams you will click quicker with, but it's just not as good really. I can't really tell what minute of the game it's in because it's very small, unfortunately. You'll probably be able to tell for me. Just based on where the video is in the commentary, I'm guessing it's the 70, it actually looks like the 74th minute from here, but I can't actually see. It also looks like 68, so I don't know. The numbers are literally pretty much like 3 dots from a pen. That's all you can see on the upload studio on Xbox. So yeah, that's not good at all. I did mention in the last video that TV reviews, yeah, I think I did. At the end of the last episode, TV reviews potentially coming back very soon. I really should, since I've got to do loads, literally loads. And I can't actually wait for the second half of the season to come back. That's actually in 3 weeks. Arrow comes back from last night. So obviously just under 3 weeks now. And just under 3 weeks for the Flash as well. And would you believe it? Can we score? Of course we can. Debut signing. Sam Baldock smashes it in. I did not expect it, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that was an 87th minute goal, if I remember. But Sam Baldock gave us a 1-0 lead, and I thought it was going to go 1-1 here, but we didn't, luckily. I did not want to draw this game after going 1-0 up. But, yeah. That is how the game ended, thankfully. We actually won a game. Now, let me just mention now, the manager rating went up to 75, so we're not gonna get sacked just yet. The manager rating's better now, just because of a goal and a win, actually, I suppose. But between episodes, or between games I should say, the table slightly changed. Bradford stayed up top with they got an extra 3 points and a goal difference, and Charlton stayed there as well with another 3 points above that and another goal difference for them. And in third, instead of Southend this time, we have Rochdale on 10 points and 3 goal difference, and Millwall, so us, we actually were in 8th. For some reason the TV just got suddenly louder. Let me turn that down. But yeah, Millwall, we went from 13th in the first game to win a game and going into 8th with 8 points and 1 goal difference. Way going up in the world. 2 goals for, 1 against. How good we are. No, we're just absolutely shocking, to be honest. So this second game is 8th place Millwall at home versus our opponents in 5th place, MK Dons. again in the league. Let me just move my control so it doesn't turn off. That'd be very nice. The team news though, we did keep it as a 4-2-3-1 formation. As per usual, you would expect me to have Sam Baldock up top. Let me just mention that goal Sam Baldock scored against Southend was assisted by Lee Gregory. So because of that, I put Lee Gregory in the centre attacking mid and took Handyman out and put him on the bench. Filling on the wings, we still had Wild and Morale again. And in the centre we had Butcher, and replacing Abdu is Figueroa, but we did swap them around so Butcher would play on the left this time instead of Abdu. From left to right we had Martin, Webster, Duidar and Cummings. Duidar and Figueroa couldn't play in that first game because I was away on international or something. They had a little world next to it, so I'd expect this international. It always used to mean anyway. And obviously in goal we do have the half reliable Gianluigi Donnarumma. I say half reliable because his handling is bloody diabolical. I've said this before, I said it last episode. He can't handle for shit. 1-0 Millwall, a cheeky little through ball to Sam Baldock once again. Back-to-back goals in the league. Fantastic signing already. Just slots another one in. David Worrell did get that assist, so we went 1-0 up early on. Now, I haven't got much to mention, so I'm probably going to commentate very slowly for the next 2 minutes, and I'm probably going to end the commentary there and you enjoy the rest of the game, because I did get pissed off in it, so there wasn't really much concentrating on the game. Happens in any game, if you're pissed off you don't play your best, and I get pissed off easily. Had a nice through ball here as well, again Sam Baldock. He had a nice shot but he got saved. I don't know if it's already happened in this game, but Sam Baldock was offside. I think it was when it was 0-0, or it might still to become. Basically, he was offside and I chipped it in. You might have already seen it. I can't remember because I wasn't looking at the screen. I say I was going to speak slow, but then I say 400 words per second. Don't know where that's come from then, do I? Anyway, I'll quickly mention the half-time substitutions now. We bring on Williams for Figueroa, bring on O'Brien for Lee Gregory, and Handyman came on in place of David Worrell because for some reason Onye Denima wasn't on the bench. Should be checking the bench in future. And instead of changing the formation and the team every single game, like on the screen after you've already pressed play match, I actually properly changed it from the squad section. So now my formation is set to 4-2-3-1. And the team what was first announced in this second game is the main team on the pitch, which looks to be one of my better sides until actually Hutchinson comes back. He was one of the early injuries we had in centre back. He's actually 70 rated. Our current centre backs, Duidar is actually 69 rated and Webster I think 67, so he'll be replacing Webster. So that's quite nice. We've also got someone in centre mid. We also almost conceded there. Luckily we didn't. But we are at half time. I've already mentioned the subs, so I'll mention what happens in the second half, the profit or loss, and the rating for the end of the episode. Not the league standings, because that will be next episode, because that's what I do. But let's go for it. Basically in the second half, you just saw there, we conceded. It hit the bottom of the studs and I was just annoyed because it was straight from freaking kick-off basically. But I told you I got pissed off in this second half. I got 2 red cards. One I deserved. Actually, I deserved them both, to be honest. It was quite dirty. I also should have lost this game because I went, obviously we drawing 1-1. But as they took a shot against us, obviously, I slide tackled them. So they was falling as they shot, so they technically should have got a penalty. Any ref could or could not have given it. It's up the decision at the time. So I think I was quite lucky not to give them a penalty. So as soon as I got that red card, I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll take the 1-1. I'll take a draw. I got that second red card pretty much instantly after. I was like, draw, please. I just don't want to lose. I don't want to lose now. No, I can't have it. So I didn't. I held on. We did end up staying and drawing 1-1. So yeah, 3 goals scored, 2 goals conceded. By the way, that Checker Trade Trophy we played last game against Fleetwood Town and last episode and lost. We actually got £9,000 getting that far in the tournament, which is a bit weird since I started there, so I shouldn't really get money for winning the first round, but I mean, you should really, but you shouldn't get money if you lose the first round. If you win the first round, yeah, I'd understand it. It's like any tournament. If it's a tournament of like 12, the bottom 4 placings, so 9, 10, 11 and 12 won't get money, but the top 8 probably would. Or it might even be top 6 or 4. It wouldn't be the whole lot. Well, apparently it's different in football. But anyway, the last 2 things I will mention before closing out the commentary is we do end up getting a loss of 143,000. So it went from 167,000 to 275,000 as a loss as well, both losses. Still in the losses though, but 143. So we're getting closer to the break, to the naught profit and loss, but that won't stay there for long. All we need to do is just do something with just do something in a cup run or something. Let's say we get to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, we're definitely going to be in the profit there. But unfortunately, our signings has put us into the losses. Because we did win that pre-season tournament. We have got a piece of silverware already, but it's only pre-season, so it means nothing. The manager rating again went up to 76 because we scored. Yeah, we drew, so I was like, this is going to go down to 70 in it or something. But no, we did go up 1 because of that goal. I'm surprised it didn't go down because of the red cards. Yeah, obviously that's not the manager doing it, it's the players, but technically it is me doing it. But that's going to do it for the video. Try and find extra things. If you did enjoy it, be sure to smash the like button. Any suggestions you may have about the series or anything else for my channel, put them in the comment section down below. And if you do enjoy this content, be sure to subscribe on the channel and you won't miss any. And if you do, it can't be my fault. Yeah, I think this is my red card. Oh, here we go. Straight red card there for Wild. But that's going to do it for the commentary anyway, like I said. You will see the second red card shortly after. Thank you for watching, see you later and have a nice day.
And it's Williams. O'Brien. Downing. Potter. Walsh. Brilliant match. Still nothing between the two teams. They're both going at it, hammer and tongs, looking for the win. Now it's Upson. Tries the through pass. And it's Williams. Good challenge. Attacking well here. Shot on! It could have been a really significant shot, that. It did just miss, but...